Archangel Michael says, "Open your heart now because what is about to unfold was hidden from you for far too long." For the past few days, something has been moving quietly in the background, unannounced, unseen, but deliberate. A black car with deeply tinted windows has passed your street 3 times, and tonight it won't just pass, it will stop. They have studied your routine, noted your timings, and waited for the exact moment when you are least prepared. This isn't about coincidence or a random movement, this is a mission, wrapped in darkness, sent to test your awakening. Inside that vehicle is a message, but also a trap, carefully planned and masked as a divine encounter, Archangel Michael says. This moment isn't meant to bring fear, but it is meant to shake you awake. You must understand the seriousness of the hour because spiritual forces have been clashing around your destiny and someone has paid a heavy price to delay it. That car is not only physical, it's spiritual, carrying with it the energy of an old betrayal resurfacing. You may have noticed flickers in your power, strange messages, dreams of running or shadows chasing. All of these were signs, preparation for what's to come. The truth is, that car is driven by a familiar force, someone connected to your past, masked with a new identity, but carrying an old grudge. It has come because of something you said, something you did that shifted the timeline. Type Amen to get blessing 333. They said your name out loud inside that vehicle. Not once, but 3 times. Your name was spoken in the presence of someone who once claimed to love you but now serves a darker intention. That black car holds 2 energies, one of warning and one of decision. It can pass by harmlessly if you are aligned with your divine protection, or it can stop and extract something you never thought you'd lose. It isn't just a car, it is a symbol of the consequence of silence, the result of ignoring the signs. You have walked away from people you didn't know were still tracking you. A woman with envy has whispered instructions to the one behind the wheel, giving him false reasons to believe you are his obstacle. Her smile in public means nothing, behind closed doors, she burns with revenge. Tonight, the tires will touch your lane again, slowly, without rush, because those who intend harm rarely move fast. Their goal is to test your discernment. Will you open your door to the sound of a knock, or will you wait and let the divine speak first? Type Amen to get blessing 777. That vehicle doesn't just contain a driver, it carries a recorder, a tracker, and a conversation meant to be twisted. They want your voice, your face, your presence on a clip that can be used against you. Months ago, you trusted the wrong person who pretended to delete your messages, but instead, they stored your tone. Now, all of that is returning in the form of 4 black tires, pulling in with false calm. You will be made to think it's just a delivery, just a coincidence, but it's not. It's not random when the license plate ends with a number tied to someone you lost. The driver is not working alone. 2 people are behind this. One finances it and the other pretends to be innocent. Their goal is to draw you out and lead you into a conversation you'll regret. This is why you've been feeling restless at night. The dream of wheels, the sound of a door shutting far away, and sudden phone vibrations with no notifications. These were all hints, pieces of a puzzle that now completes itself in this very hour. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Archangel Michael says, do not panic but do not ignore. When the black car appears, remember that what looks like a confrontation may actually be a revelation. There's something inside that vehicle, a document, an image, a confession, that reveals who's really been watching you. For a long time, someone close to you used their access as a way to control your future. They pretended to celebrate your wins while feeding your name to strangers. Now, one of those strangers is riding in that car. The moment it stops, an energy shift will happen. It may not be visible to the neighbors, but your spirit will know instantly. You'll feel it in your chest, in your palms, in the way your pets react, in how the air changes suddenly. Tonight, it won't knock on your door, it will sit outside, waiting for you to come to it. That's how they trap you, by making you take the first step, so they can later say, "They invited me." But heaven is watching. Type Amen to get blessing 144. You are divinely protected, but you must listen. Your silence has been too loud lately. Those who hated you assumed it was defeat, but it was divine patience. They hate that you are chosen, and their plans always fail because you are not alone. One of your ancestors, whose soul walks closely with yours, has been sending you warnings for the past 3 nights. A shadow at the window. A flickering light, a missed call with. They hate that you are chosen, and their plans always fail because you are not alone. One of your ancestors, whose soul walks closely with yours, has been sending you warnings for the past 3 nights. A shadow at the window, a flickering light, a missed call with no number. The woman who orchestrated this trap was once jealous of your glow. She still pretends to smile, even sharing posts about kindness and peace. But her fingerprints are already inside the car that's circling around your neighborhood. Don't be surprised if your name appears in some message you never wrote. They've been planning to use your voice, your image, and twist your story. But God's light will expose everything at the exact moment they try. Type Amen to get blessing 555. This black car also carries your chance to reclaim what was stolen. Yes, there is danger. But there is also truth. A memory you lost is about to return. Something was erased from your mind years ago, under stress or manipulation. And the presence of this car will shock it back into place. It's connected to a night you cried alone, when you thought no one was listening. That night became a spiritual imprint, and now it's circling back for closure. Closure never comes easy. It demands a price. But don't be afraid. What's coming was always meant to reach you, but only when you were strong enough to face it. And you are stronger than they think. Type Amen to get blessing 181. They planned this for Friday, but divine delay shifted their timing. Now, they are rushing, panicking, hoping you'll fall for urgency. But you must not move with fear. One of them will try to message you before the car arrives. The message will sound simple. Can we talk? But don't answer that yet. Let your spirit respond before your hands do. If your heart skips when you read it, it's not peace. It's a signal. The car, the message, the knock, they are all tied together. Even your phone is acting strange. Delays in typing, calls dropping, apps closing. The frequency around you is shifting because the spiritual realm is pulling the veil back from the lies. Type Amen to get blessing 808. Archangel Michael says, the person behind this doesn't even believe in consequences. They think your silence means they won, but heaven has waited for this hour for justice to begin. Someone is going to be exposed, not just to you, but publicly. They've played a risky game, and the recording they thought they could use will turn against them. A name is going to be whispered again and again in the spirit realm tonight. That name belongs to the one who tried to replace your identity with a forged story. But truth never stays buried forever. That black car is a carrier of karma. It drives with pride, but what it doesn't know is that it's driving into divine judgment. You will be the witness. Type Amen to get blessing 232. Your home has been covered with unseen shields. Every attempt to break your peace has bounced off silently. You thought it was coincidence, but no, it was intervention. They don't know how many times angels surrounded your steps, redirected your path, and blinded those who tried to follow. That's why they're sending the car now. Out of desperation. You are not the same person you were when they hurt you. Your glow has multiplied and it terrifies them. They want to see you panic, but instead they'll witness your authority. Because this time, heaven has prepared you to face them. Type Amen to get blessing 121. The black car may come and go. But the one thing it cannot do is erase your divine protection. Your silence has power. Your stillness is loud. You are about to receive evidence. A phone call, a printed note, a photograph, proof of what you always suspected. And it will come right after the car passes. They're trying to shut a door that was never theirs to touch. But tonight, God is writing your name on a new door. One they'll never have access to again. Stay alert. Don't react too quickly. Let the divine speak first. Type Amen to get blessing 474. They will not expect your strength. They believe the old version of you, the one who doubted, who hesitated, who cried in silence, was still there. But that version died the moment heaven began restoring your power in secret. Tonight, the car may return, but it will be greeted by a light they cannot dim. That light is your truth, your fire, your divine protection. The street it turns onto has already been blessed with a shield they do not understand. One of the people involved once knew where you lived but didn't realize your entire energy has shifted. What they thought would be a trap is about to become their exposure. And every second they wait outside in that car is a moment where their guilt deepens. Someone inside the vehicle has a paper with writing on it you never authorized. They plan to say you agreed to something months ago, but you never did. That forged paper will be seen and destroyed in perfect time. Type Amen to get blessing 666. You will be told soon by someone unexpected that your name was discussed in a private meeting. That meeting was held in a place you would never imagine your name being mentioned. It involved lies, recordings, and a false witness who pretended to know you well. But the truth has a way of finding its way into the open. What's hidden in the car is going to unlock a chain of confessions. People who lied about you will start turning against each other. They were united in darkness, but now fear is making them disloyal. One of them is growing scared and is ready to confess to you in private. That person is not in the car, but they are watching everything unfold from a distance. God is using even your enemies to move the plan forward. The car is not the final threat, it is the beginning of justice. You are about to witness the unraveling of every false story told about you. Type Amen to get blessing 323. You were silenced for too long and they assumed silence meant submission. But silence was your preparation. While they moved, you healed. Archangel Michael says your name is written in heavenly light and no earthly scheme can erase it. This car was not sent by fate, it was sent by fear, a final act of desperation to control your narrative before the truth explodes. They used your kindness as a weapon against you. But now your strength will make them tremble. The hand that wrote against you is about to shake. That driver was paid, but they don't know the full truth. They're just a tool in a bigger plan, yet even they will feel uncomfortable when they see your home. Because the divine presence around you will be too strong. Type Amen to get blessing 404, they will feel something they can't explain and it will make them hesitate. That's the moment heaven will act. The paper in their hands will slip, the words they memorized will vanish and their plan will begin to fall apart. Someone nearby will notice them and feel something strange too. An old neighbor, a passerby. And this time they will speak up for you. This is not just about the car. It's about your rise. The more they try to bring you down, the more powerful your comeback becomes. They didn't just wake the warrior in you, they activated a chain of divine rewards. Their plan is now under divine investigation. Every step they took is being recorded spiritually. There is no escape from what they've summoned. Type Amen to get blessing 535. Your peace is returning, your dignity is rising, and your story is shifting. The person who laughed at your pain is about to cry for what they've done. They mocked you, mocked your silence, but they never saw the angels walking beside you. Even their closest friend warned them to stop, but their pride was louder. Now, pride is about to break them. That black car carries not only deception, but regret. God allowed it to come near not to harm you, but to reveal them. You will not be touched. You will not be fooled. Stand still and observe. The ones who moved in darkness will now be exposed in broad daylight. The black car will roll away, but your name will remain untouched, unstained, redeemed. Type Amen to get blessing 989. Something powerful is shifting in the air right now. Can you feel it? It's like something invisible has begun to whisper your name in light. The angels assigned to you are not silent anymore. They are stepping forward. The time of hidden suffering is over. The pain you buried is now becoming the light that exposes darkness. Every tear you cried in secret has become the storm they never saw coming. You were broken, but not destroyed. The car that thought it came to deliver fear will drive away carrying judgment instead, and the woman who sent it will soon face her own collapse. Everything done in secret will be brought to your feet. Type Amen to get blessing 222. They tried to erase you. They tried to rewrite your story, but God held the original. And now the divine pen has begun to rewrite your ending. A new door is forming where they tried to build a wall. And no one can close what heaven is opening. A spiritual wind is blowing around your home tonight. You may feel it as chills, as movement in the air, as a vibration that won't stop. That's your confirmation. The black car will not return with the same power it tried to bring. Its mission will fail, and your testimony will begin. Type Amen to get blessing 606. Your enemies never expected you to survive the last storm. They thought you'd be too weak to stand again. But you didn't just survive, you transformed. That's what the car couldn't predict. That you would evolve into someone who now commands authority even in silence. That your prayers built a wall they can't penetrate. Someone involved in this plot is about to disappear from the picture. They know what's coming. They're fleeing before the truth falls. But you don't need to chase them. What's yours is returning. What's lost is restoring. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Your life is entering a divine reversal. People who betrayed you will be exposed, and people who doubted you will start whispering your name in admiration. You have walked through the fire and now you carry flames in your eyes. You are becoming untouchable. Not because you fought with weapons, but because heaven fought for you. The car came as a symbol, a sign, a warning. But it left as a failure. The next time they try to come near, they will find only light. Only peace. Only divine walls too high to climb. Type Amen to get blessing 151. Let them talk. Let them plot. Their whispers cannot drown the roar of your calling. Archangel Michael says your story is not ending here. It's beginning again, stronger, clearer, with fire in every word. The car, the lie, the betrayal, all of it was necessary to reveal your true power. Tonight, breathe. Watch. Listen. But do not fear. Your angels are surrounding you now. What was sent to harm you will now bless you. And what they meant for your destruction will build your next blessing. Type Amen to get blessing 303. They never thought you would reach this level of strength. What they saw as weakness was really your preparation, and now, every dark plan they've ever made is being shattered by a force they can't see, but will soon feel. The street where the black car once circled is now sealed by divine light. You may still feel the energy lingering, but don't mistake that for danger. It's residue from their failed assignment. Their mission is over, and their shame is beginning. Someone close to them warned them not to go through with this. They were told, this person is protected. But they laughed. And now, they won't be laughing when they see your next breakthrough. Type Amen to get blessing 383. Your name is being lifted. It's rising in places that used to ignore you. In rooms you were once left out of, your name is now being mentioned with reverence. This is what the black car couldn't stop. The conversation about your future is bigger than their small plot, while they drove in circles. Your destiny was unfolding in a straight line of power. You will hear soon that someone important saw your name and said, let's bring them in. That door will not be delayed again. The people who once tried to block it will now watch it open with no explanation. There is a divine force pulling you into visibility. And they can't stand it. Type Amen to get blessing 717. The person who sat in the back seat of that black car is now under heavy spiritual pressure. They feel confused, disoriented, and haunted. Because when they stared at your home, they felt something enter their chest, conviction. Even they didn't know how far the plot had gone. They were told lies. They were manipulated to believe you were the problem. But now, they are beginning to see the truth. And the guilt is flooding in. You may never speak to them again, but they will never forget what they saw when they sat near your energy. You are becoming unforgettable, not because of pain, but because of light. Even your silence is now speaking louder than their actions. Type Amen to get blessing 616. Every message they sent in secret is now being uncovered. Heaven is releasing spiritual exposure in waves. And what they buried will rise to the surface. They don't know that someone from their own circle is tired of the darkness. One of them is about to come forward, not out of loyalty to you, but because they fear divine wrath. They saw too much. And now they can't sleep. It will begin with a slip. A word accidentally spoken. A chat screenshot mistakenly shared. And when that happens, everything they built against you will collapse. The car was the last physical attempt. Now, the spiritual judgment begins. Type Amen to get blessing 454. You're not just being protected. You're being crowned. Crowned with dignity. Crowned with truth. Crowned with unshakable spiritual authority. They can't erase what God wrote about you. No vehicle, no message, no trick, no paper can undo the glory that's been stamped into your name. That woman who plotted all of this may still pretend she's unbothered. But inside, she's shaking. She knows her time is up. She tried to use your past to destroy your future. But your past has been redeemed, and now it's her lies that are being burned. Type Amen to get blessing 929. You will not be silenced. You will not be hidden. You will not be used. Those days are over. What's coming next will surprise even you. It will feel like justice and grace arrived hand in hand. You will receive a call before the end of the week. That call will bring something unexpected. A divine opportunity disguised in a normal voice. Say yes to the door heaven opens, but say no to anything that smells like the past. You are walking out of the cycle now. Permanently. Type Amen to get blessing 484. Your next blessing is wrapped in peace. No more surveillance. No more manipulation, no more fear. The black car represented the end of something, not the continuation. And now, as it fades from your street, it also fades from your memory. You will begin to dream clearly again. Sleep deeply. Smile freely, the weight is lifting. The cloud is disappearing. And the freedom is settling. Type Amen to get blessing 858. You are safe. You are seen, you are supported. Archangel Michael says the swords of heaven stood between you and that car. The driver didn't see them, but they felt something. That's why they left. You don't owe anyone an explanation for your glow. Your resilience is your revenge. And your rise is their reminder. Everything meant to destroy you only helped define your destiny. And now, the shift is complete. From darkness to light. From fear to fire. From threat to throne, Type Amen to get blessing 111.